Encourage people to go kayaking.
I'm gonna freeze to death.
So what's the big deal? We'll make a fire.
Good, I hope you brought the matches.
I can't believe you're dumb enough to forget the matches.
It's almost as if this was a brain-numbingly stupid idea. But what a coincidence! They just happened to come across the camping ground of the poachers, as well as the trapped baby polar bear.
We can't just leave her here. That's her mother hanging back there.
So they let her go and keep heading on their way, which makes Big Bad Heston mad.
I don't think you understand me. Let me be clear. I'm accustomed to getting what I want. I want that bear.
Yes, just like Officer Javert in Les Miserables, Lieutenant Gerard from The Fugitive, or Captain Ahab from Moby Dick, Charlton Heston is obsessed with capturing a cute, cuddly little polar bear. And his character is so deep and so complex that I can talk for hours about why he obsesses over his capture. Because he can say the word bear really cool.
Bear. Bear.
But the bear seems to be following the kids, and disappointingly is not out to eat them. But then Heston comes along, and the bear, for being a little baby, really seems to know how to stand still and be quiet when the villains are around.
My grandma. What big teeth you got.
Your dog?
A bear bit it.
A bear. Bear.
Right before my dad shot him.
Dad shot a bear for biting his pan?
For interrupting his dinner.
So while they don't necessarily believe the kid's story, they also don't believe that they're stealing the bear for themselves either. So they decide to leave them alone. But then when they discover that the bear is following them, they decide it might not be good to let on that they know where they're heading to the authorities.
I'm looking for a couple of kids, a boy and girl who may have headed out this way. Have you seen them?
They were brought up on MTV and video games. They know nothing of the real world. They can't conceive of the true brutality of nature.
So is that a no or what? He didn't even answer his question. Does he have to describe everything he sees with a poetic edge? He'd be great for selling products on TV, wouldn't he? With the color the same of a golden sunrise, Golden Crisp gives you that satisfying taste that only God's good, pure earth can give you. Plus, it's represented by a bear. Meanwhile, the two kids continue to travel up the mountain. Oh, please tell me this results in another spinning shot with a choir thrown in for no reason. But then Sean falls down the mountain and bumps his head on a rock, resulting in a half-assed dream sequence. Doorknob. So it turns out the bear is his turnac, which makes no sense, seeing how Jessie is more trained in the ways of staying alive in the wilderness, so clearly she should be given the cool pet spiritual guide, but whatever.
I thought she was gonna...
What? Take a bite out of me? It's not a she anyhow. It's a he. Trust me. I got a very good look.
The only thing more dangerous than hunting bears is hunting bear balls. Yeah, I don't know exactly where the good look at bear ball scene was, but I'm glad I missed it. So while the dad, I'm sure, is becoming a permanent part of the Alaskan tour. And to your right is a rotting corpse. The kids go rowing through the rapids again because, you know, we haven't seen that yet. And Sean ends up almost drowning. But, amazing coincidence number 2, they come across the store owner and his son. And it turns out the owner is actually cool with them risking their lives like morons.
I can't go back.
You kids have no appreciation for this country.
That's why they need to go. In my father's time, a young man had to hunt a bear with only a spear in his hand, and so take on a bear's power, or die trying.
Yeah, it's the die trying part that causes concern.
These two are on a spirit journey. They've gone too far. It'd be wrong for us to stop them now.
Wow, that spirit journey stuff really seems to let a lot fly with this guy, doesn't it?
Dad, I'm off to put feces in the brownie sundae of the teacher I don't like.
Well, I don't know if I am...
Spirit journey!
Oh, okay.
Are you finished, Dad? Their spirit journey has come to an end. This is the 90s, old man. We head home first thing in the morning.
Again, don't you just love the realistic father-son talks in this movie? God, you can just feel the connection like they've known each other for years. This is the 90s, old man. I remember the last time I said that to my dad. It really was the last time. But the store owner's grandson decides to help them out anyway because they seem too passionate about their journey. Yeah, if they're so passionate about it, how come they didn't sneak out in the middle of the night while nobody was looking?
A white bear over there, staring at you. I'd say he's looking out for you. Some things, Sean, you can only see by opening your heart.
By the way, I find it hard to believe that the father isn't woken up by all this. Huh? What?
Cubby, she made it.
Snooze.
I'd say he's looking out for more food.
Sean. Trust the bear.
So despite the fact that everything points to going one direction, Sean decides he wants to go another. Why?
We have to trust the bear.
That's right. We need to trust the bear. Trust him to lead right to the bad guys, get shot by a dart, and get carried away so you can't follow him anymore. Your spirit journey is taking a bit of a rocky detour, isn't it?
Have a nice hike.
Time for a game of disappearing bears.
Set it down!
The bear starts to wake up and begins fighting them off, which leads to a pretty humorous way in how these guys get beaten. Just when the bear's about to be shot, he bites the knee, which forces him to shoot the guy, which forces him to shoot the helicopter, which forces the controls to explode, that worried the cat who ate the rat that lived in the house that Jack built! Now give kudos, that's a funny way to go.
Damn it!
Oh, I shot myself in the foot like a Michael Moore interview.
Dad! He's alive!
So the kids finally find the father and attempt to pull him up. Unfortunately, though, him and Sean are too heavy for Jesse to hold on to. What are they possibly gonna do?
I can't help!
No bullshit! Oh, come on! No, doesn't happen. No.
Dad! Climb up!
He's not even pulling the rope, he's just playing with it! What a fucking load!
You guys ain't gonna believe this.
It's them! Jake and the kids! Sean and Jesse found him! They rescued him!
Yeah, okay, I think we all know what the news story is gonna read the next day. Professional rescue team searches 3 times in helicopter and doesn't find giant yellow-colored plane. 2 little kids on foot go once and find him without any aviation help whatsoever. I don't think Alaskan Authority looks very good in this movie. So that's Alaska, and boy, is it a real piece of work. The plot is outlandish, the kids would have been bear chow in seconds, the gun-toting maniac plays the gun-toting maniac, but worst of all, it's the lack of any interesting interaction that really sinks it. Maybe if it was just about a family in Alaska dealing with the loss of their mother while traveling in the mountains, that would have been fine. That actually would have been interesting if it was done right. But they make no attempts to have these people talk to each other like they're family at all. The brother and sister almost never speak, the mean-spirited boy is just way too rotten. The father is forgettably bland, and they never take the time to show how what they're going through is affecting them. It's just set up for standard boring action scenes. Yeah, Alaska looks nice, but it's not worth sitting through this rotten story to see it. All I gotta say is, I want that bear to do this to this movie! Oh, Mary! I'm a nostalgia critic, guy. Remember it so you don't have to.
I want that bear.